All right, y'all. Welcome back to another trade recap. Today is Monday, February 23rd, 2026. And yes, I did take a loss. Now, everything was on point as far as like my draw, my bias, and everything. However, I feel like the entry was just like dumb, and I found it kind of, I low key, honestly, I should have faded it. And bro, and that's another thing too. Speaking about those evals, as y'all seen from last year recap, remember how I told you I was supposed to pass in one day? Well, I thought that Lucid had no consistency rule. When I looked up on ChatGPT, it had no. I could even show y'all when I went. I'm not gonna show you. But when I went to ChatGPT, I asked it, "Can you pass in one trade?" And it gave me yes. But when I checked my Lucid trading like dashboard, it said I had to make 5,000 now. So now I'm down. I think I had to make like an extra 2,500 or something like that because I made 2,500 last time. I had to make another 2,500. But now that I lost about like a band, like 1.3, 1.4. So now I got to make 4,000. And I only got about 1,000 drawdown left. So yeah, I thought you could pass Lucid because that's in one trading day because that's what ChatGPT told me. But I should have checked the dashboard or Lucid Trading, the actual website, and that would have gave me the answer. Because now I kind of fucked myself over. Now it's like I'm starting a fresh new eval, have to make 4,000 instead of 3,000, and now I only have 1,000 drawdown instead of 2,000. So it's just all fucked up. Um, yeah, it's just unfortunate. I thought like I was, doing good. I fucking passed my account. I was gonna pass it today, and now I have to make an extra 2.5. Now that I lost, I gotta make 4,000. So it's just unfortunate. But let's go ahead and get into trade recap because I kind of do want to get into it and what I can learn from this because I already kind of know what I can learn from this. But now I want to explain to y'all what I'm seeing, right? So today, when I was coming into today, I was leaning more towards bearish, and simply because on the hourly, on the 4 hour, let me see, I'm gonna go bar replay on the 4 hour, on the hourly, we were bearish, right? We were expecting bearish order flow. We were expecting an hourly gap, 4 hour gap. So we're moving lower, right? We're expecting all these gaps, okay? And let me go ahead and remove this to select bar so I can see what I'm seeing. Okay. Boom, we're expecting these hourlies. Go down to 15 minute. Okay, we'll respect, or did we respect the 15 minute? I don't remember. I don't think we had a 15 minute. No, it was just the hourly and 4 hour, right? Bearish order flow. Okay. So now we go down to open. And I don't know why it keeps showing all the way over here, but let me go over here. 9:30. Okay, so at open, right? We had London high. We had this new week opening gap. We had draws multiple ways pretty much. And my condition was okay. What I want to see is we did have London up here, right? We had London up here. So I was telling my brother if we sweep London and we keep pushing up, displacing higher, then I can see new week opening gap and then previous day high. But if we sweep London and have some restraining up here, like where we don't want to go higher, then I can see shorter prices, right? So I'm like, okay, boom. So this is what happens at open. Push up, take out London, right? And then we start chopping around. So I'm like, okay, this kind of showing me that we might want to go short because we're chopping around. We're not really pushing up higher, okay? So then I'm skipping, and what time is it right here? 9:36. I want to go to 9:40 because there was a perfect entry for a 5 minute, or not a perfect entry, or at least I thought, but price was just chopping, right? So we had this 5 minute inversion right here. This 5 minute inversion, I'll go ahead and mark it out. I know my charts are all kind of messed up a little bit, but just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me just for this scenario, okay? So boom, we had this 5 minute, and then right when the 5 minute opened up, we just start displacing lower, right? And I didn't want to get in right here prematurely. I could have, but this 5 minute just opened, and I want to see it fully inverse the 5 minute. I did not expect whatsoever that we were gonna straight displace like this, 70 points in one candle, like as soon as the 5 minute opens, right? So that's what happened, and then we just keep pushing lower, and then we end up taking London low. Okay, boom, we take London low, and I'm like, okay, so now I'm like, we took out London both sides. So now what I want to see is okay, when we take that out, I think we had made a 5 minute right here. We made a new 5 minute. Made a new 5 minute. If it shows, I don't know why it's not showing. Okay, right here. We made a 5 minute right here. We made a 5 minute. Okay, this is what I want to see. So if we inverse this 5 minute, I can see it's maybe going up higher, taking out this new week opening gap and higher, or we respect it, we go lower for lower prices, right? That's what I'm anticipating. Okay, so now let's skip, see what we do. We tap that 5 minute, and I was also gonna take this 1 minute inversion, but as you see, we slowed down through in this 1 minute inversion. We did not inverse it in one or two candles, and you know my rule of thumb: if we don't inverse in two candles max, I'm not taking it, right? And we didn't. So I faded this, and of course it would have played because I was gonna take it originally to the swing low, right? So it played, right? So boom. So now let's get into the trade that I actually took. Okay. I gotta make sure that I have everything marked up correctly because I want to make sure y'all get a full in detail of what I take. Okay. So boom, we made another 5 minute right here, right? So I'm gonna remove this 5 minute. We made another 5 minute right here, a little small one right here, right? We made another 5 minute. So I'm like, okay, cool. So now what I want to see is, okay, I want to see this 5 minute get tapped into, and that's exactly what we do, right? So boom. And this is where I take my entry, right? So boom, we tap this 5 minute, we come straight down, good reaction, and we make this little small 1 minute gap, right? And then we inverse it right here on this next candle. So this is what I take right here. This is what I take, right? Stop above this high. This is where the 5 minute was fully filled. TP was at Asia low below here, right? So boom, this is what I'm seeing, right? I want to see us just flush now. And this was kind of premature, right? And this actually did not end up working out. I ended up getting stopped, right? I thought my stop was protected. We didn't. I got stopped out. Okay. Now, what I can learn from this is usually whenever we have an inversion, these little 1 minute candles like this are not going to work, right? This is what I can put for the journal. It's not going to work simply because there's not enough volume in the market. Like if yeah, we can inverse it, but it's not true displacement because the fair value gap is so little. You know what I'm saying? It's not true displacement to where okay, we're actually gonna go lower and push down lower to lower prices, right? So even though we did inverse this 1 minute, it's not valid enough. It's not big enough. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be a valid inversion, Like maybe this one. This is a valid inversion up here. But if we were to inverse it in one or two, then I would have smacked that 100%. But it's not, right? We took forever and we didn't take it. But this one, yeah, we inversed it one time, but look how small it was. You know what I'm saying? It was premature. Like that, it was a dumb, a dumb inverse entry, and I paid for it. I got stopped. And that's pretty much the gist of this trade. Now I don't know what's going on now. I don't know if we're actually gonna make it work. Let me see. And of course, like we're pushing lower to my draw, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just I wish this would have happened earlier. You know what I'm saying? I wish this would have happened earlier. It's pretty much the same scenario. I got my draw right, everything right, but of course I get stopped due to this dumb stuff. My entry was shit, and I don't know, bro. Like I really don't like. I know what I'm doing wrong, but it's just like it's something new every time. Every time I take a trade, it's something new. Um, just unfortunate, bro. I can't get out of eval job. I've been stuck doing evals for 2-3 months, and it's like, bro, it's just annoying at this point. Like, I don't know, but that's all I got for today. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and if y'all haven't yet, make sure you go follow me on TikTok at Tone Trades. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I'll see you on the next one.